Yes, I'm back.
All right.
Well,
Please go ahead.
it has been debunked, and I think the NJC has even cleared the CJN that kind of conversation never happened. But I think we need to also make it clear that look, the CJN and the president can talk. They are not enemies. They are all government functionaries. But what they are talking about is the question now. They can talk. They are all government functionaries. They can have conversations. But what they are talking about is the most important thing. I think the NJC has cleared the CJN that kind of conversation about the petitions and all of that, the election petitions and all of that never happened. So I think we should just rest the case, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
The CJN has always denied that, has always debunked that allegation. And I think we should just allow it to slide. And for all the cases at the tribunal that I'm sure would eventually end up at the Supreme Court, I think we should just allow the court to do their job. The pendulum of justice can swing either way. So wherever it swings, we just have to accept it and move on as a nation.
All right. Is that the only story you would like to speak about before we start taking?
No. I think the subsidy issue I've had, I said what I really want to say. I think the government needs to understand that you cannot just leave your people at the mercy of business bourgeoisie. The political elite, the business elite who at every turn won't take advantage of the system. And I think the government needs to make it a priority to make sure that we fix our refineries. Like I said, it could be concession, it could be sold out. We just need to begin to refine locally. And then find a way to subsidize these things. Nigerians need to breathe. Poor Nigerians need to breathe. And that's the first job of government. Make their lives better. The idea of taking money from the people through very harsh policies to make them available to the government will not resolve anything, especially with our corruption index, which you have not even done anything about. Because again, you can make all of the monies available to government at all levels. Make monies available to the federal government, make it available to the state government and the local government. With the level of corruption in Nigeria, this money should still end up in private pockets of these politicians and their associates. Because as far as corruption is concerned, as a nation, we have not even done anything about it.
All right.
So let the poor breathe, like the president said.
I don't think there's enough oxygen in the air for everybody at this moment, because to be honest. Anyways. Fuhad, thank you so very much for your perspective. A lot. Anyways, let's hear what the people have to say. Let's hear directly from the horse's mouth. Again, conversations are around the increase in the price of fuel, businesses suffering for this increase, also the pace with which the president is selecting his ministers or the formation of his cabinet and what have you, although there's still 8 days as provided by the constitution, amongst other things. So what story is it for you this morning? It's Open Mic Thursday. 0913 6000 410, WhatsApp 0813 6000 430. Please refrain from calling the WhatsApp number. I cannot take that call, and I also would not be able to take messages, so it's a lose-lose for everyone. So please call 0913 6000 410. Hello. Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Fuhad. My name is Walter from Sulere.
All right, welcome.
Yeah, how are you? Yeah, I wanted to talk about the issue of the holding of the DSS, CBL governor by the DSS. Yeah, I want to talk about, say, look, I mean, the only allegation we are having against him right now is having a gun or a weapon at home without license. So if there's going to be a penalty for you to do, there's going to be a fine for you to pay. Let him just pay the fine and let him get released from bail. If they don't have allegation, why hold somebody down for so long? Well, that's my view on take on listening. Then again, I'll talk about the current subsidy removal. Like Fuhad says, how did Angola do it? How are they putting the pump? I mean, PMS at the pump price at 240 naira per liter? How is Angola doing it?
All right.
What is the issue now? What is the hype about the tanker vessel just talking about arriving now with petroleum products? How much is the owner of the vessel going to, the petroleum product going to supply, fuel at the pump price? With the current dollar rate right now. And the issue, as I said earlier, the issue is not, giving licenses to people to import petroleum products. The issue is giving that license to those who can build refineries or what they call
modular refineries.
Modular refineries. That is the issue.
Thank you.
It's not to import the foreign price. Look at the cost of the naira to the dollar.
Thank you very much. Thank you for calling. Yes, have a nice day. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, I'm like dear friend Fuhad.
Yes.
God bless all of you.
And you too.
Yes. This is Barrister Peter Oku. I'm calling from Mainland. Yes. My take on the state of the nation on this free day is on the issue of accountability, because given the state of the nation today, the politicians, this volatile government, to me, is engaged in a lot of distractions. The real substance of our problem today is corruption. That is the real problem. Removing fuel subsidy and all these other distractions, that is not the issue. Anything that will punish the general public more than what they have experienced under the 8 years of Buhari is not acceptable to anybody. The government should look inwards. They should look inwards. They should probe all the activities of the Buhari government to recover the monies that have been stolen and not continue to tax Nigerians. It is not acceptable. Otherwise, Nigerians can decide to make the country ungovernable, like in animal farm. They should go and read animal farm if they didn't read animal farm. Nigerians are tired, you know. I will advise them to go and obey the court judgment of last week that the Abacha loot should be probed. All the people like Obasanjo and the Buhari that received the Abacha loot, they should probe what they did with it.
Thank you.
It's a court order, Federal High Court. So that is where they should focus.
Thank you
and
so
not
much.
the issue of subsidy.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you for calling. Hello. Hello. All right. Please try to make it back if you can. 0913-6000-410. WhatsApp 0913-6000-430. Facebook, YouTube, Mainland 98.3 FM. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, morning to you, sir. Can you turn down the volume on your radio, please?
Can you get me now?
Yes.
Am
yes.
I okay?
Yes.
My contribution this morning.
You didn't tell us your name, sir.
I'm Pastor Badamazi from Surulere.
All right. Welcome.
My contribution this morning has to do with the building of refineries. People are talking about this importation of petrol is not the real thing. They should build new refineries. But in the meantime, we cannot do that now. That's a big one. And if we want to resuscitate the old ones we have, the 4 refineries, those 4 refineries are already scraps. They are obsolete. So anybody who wants to buy those refineries should buy those refineries as scraps, or else they will get into trouble. Because most of the things you see there, and you cannot find spare parts for them. So if we are going to get new refineries now, this is capital intensive, even if you give the license. So they should allow people to bring in fuel so they can flood the market with fuel. Maybe if you bring down, because you have more supplies than demand, then to bring down the price. That is open to demand and supply vagaries. So this is what I'm trying to contribute this morning. People should disabuse their mind from don't import. We have to import now because we need it now. That's the problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate you. Hello.
Good morning, sir. This will be calling from Ikeja.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning, Fuhad. Is Fuhad around?
Yeah, he's with us. He's listening.
Okay. You see, for the CGN, if you bring an ant-infested wood to the house, what do you think will happen? Definitely, business will come back here. You understand what I'm saying? Because the CGN went to Port Harcourt and Hobnod for leak, fraternize with the Wike group, even praising Wike for being a hero, for the campaign from PDP to APC. So that gave room to most of these conspiracy theories against him. So you don't blame people because he started it. Because the position he held in the country is not something you must, go and be, fraternizing with politicians. Definitely that will bring a stain to him. And that is what he's trying to defend continually. And you don't doubt people. Look at Bukachua's story. Look at what we're hearing in the judiciary. So when people are suspecting this, you don't blame them because we know the incumbent president now, the level he can go to doing things. So sometimes when people talk like this, there's no smoke without fire. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello.
Yes,
hello, Babalola. How are you? Good morning.
Well, good morning. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Peter Monse from Shomolu.
Yes.
Number one, let me say that the judges should know that they sit in judgment and they stand in judgment before God. I'm saying this based on their, promise that they are not going to favor anybody, whether Tinubu, Peter Obi, or Atiku. That should be their stand, because I was told right from when I was a youth that after God is the judge, because the judge holds the power of death and the power of life. So they should fear God. They should not fear any politicians, and they should not fear any of their paymasters. They should fear God, because eternity is longer than 150 years here on earth. If they do the right, they will spend their eternity with God in heaven. If they don't do the right, they will go to hell. That's what the Bible says. Now, I want to say this. Anybody that is likening what the Boko Harams are doing with what happened in the Niger Delta, I think such a person in a same society should be arrested. As being a sympathetic person to Boko Haram, or as being a sponsor of Boko Haram. How can you do that? The United Delta militant go to farms and kill people and drive them away from the farm to enter? No. Their ecosystem was destroyed. Their means of livelihood was destroyed by the oil exploration. And they said, look, this as well. So what are they looking for? When Jonathan wanted to go and deal with them, did somebody say an attack on Boko Haram is an attack on the north? Have you forgotten that? And somebody that say, if you make the Niger Delta militant team and you want to come and destroy our children, maybe they are their children and they are still their children. And finally, please, on another platform this morning, we were told that Tinubu say is going to deliver on his promise. I think one of the promises I can remember very well, which I believe and I pray should not deliver on that, is when he told Buhari that he's going to follow his footsteps. Buhari's footsteps did not occur well for us. Please, Tinubu, for these few days, don't do that. Nigerians are suffering. Please. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. We'll take one more phone call and then go to WhatsApp 0913 6000 410. Let's take this call. Hello. Oh, please try to make it back. Probably the network connection. Let's still take one before we go to WhatsApp. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Yes, morning to you. Can you please be a little audible for us, please?
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Please go on.
My name is Cornelius. I'm calling from Oworo.
Welcome.
I really want to talk about the fuel subsidy. I really want to advise my fellow Nigerians. The only thing that we need now is patience and at least to calm down for this new administration. I don't mean to be biased. I'm an Igbo. So the thing that they are putting, the pressure they are putting on the new president now may cause another thing else. And let them come. The way I'm seeing things going, they must have a good and nice intention for the Nigerians. So the only thing we need now is patience for this new administration. His intention of removing the subsidy is not a bad one. It is for the contribution of the welfare of the country. So the only thing we need now is patience. Please, my fellow Nigerians, let's calm down and support the new administration. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your contribution. And let's take a few WhatsApp messages that we've gotten so far. Also, be reminded that you can drop your submissions via Facebook, where we are streaming. We're live on Mainland 98.3 FM. You can definitely drop your submissions on there so that we can read them as well. But for now, let's look at what we have on WhatsApp. Good morning, Sage. The judiciary should make sure they do the needful to redeem their image and the image of Nigeria in the international community. If anyone is afraid of war in Nigeria, if the courts judge against what is what it is now is dreaming. I don't know what that means, but if we continue to let go of the evil. Okay. Thank you very much for your message. Thank you. It's very difficult to comprehend what you're trying to tell me, but thank you for your message. Good morning, mainland crew. My comment this morning is on the contribution yesterday, where I asked why is Malamele Kyari the GMD of NNPCL? Why is he still in charge of NNPCL? And Alhaji Fuhad said that is because the change in the organization from NNPC to NNPCL, where they are supposed to have a board and members to take decision, which they don't have till today. Alhaji Fuhad, please correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't get you right. Is it because of the reason you gave that has made the president not to sack Mele Kyari? If he cannot sack him, then why can't he suspend him? Just the same way he suspended the CBN governor and the chairman of EFCC. Fuhad, listen to Mele Kyari on television defending and supporting the marketers. I repeat, this man does not want the refineries to work. Tinubu should suspend Mele Kyari if he lacks the power to sack him. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Ondubisi from Igondo. All right, thank you. Awala Christopher from Shogunle says, total reversal of the removal of subsidy until all our refineries start working, because no amount of palliative can work because of the same thing, corruption. If care is not taken, Nigeria may quickly descend to total lawlessness. Moving forward, we can talk about total restructuring of the polity and the economy, and God will help us. All right, thank you very much, Awala Christopher, for your message. Good morning to you, Sage. I am Pastor Sunday from Agboro. The CJN before the general election was happy that Governor Seyi Makinde joined the G5 PDP governors, the accusation he later denied. Still before the election, he was accused of having secret meeting with Tinubu in London. He denied. Now he's being accused of having a telephone conversation with the president about the outcome of the presidential election litigation. He has denied. One of these days, monkeys will go to the market and never return home the same way. Majority of good pastors like myself are praying for good governance in Nigeria. Let the CJN not spoil our good dreams. On the increase in fuel prices, Mele Kyari says market forces are behind it. But I want to let him know that forces are not beyond God. The forces shall be destroyed down to its foundation, and the people of Nigeria will breathe well in Jesus' name. All right, thank you very much, Pastor, for your message. Hello. The volume on your radio, if you will, please. Hello. All right, try to call us back, and when you do so, please turn down the volume. Hello. Please turn down the volume on your radio, please. Hello. All right, let's take another phone call. Please turn down the volume on your radio. Hello, good morning to you. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Sage. My name is Uncle Tony from Sango.
All right, welcome.
Yeah, what of Saheed?
He's very well. He's listening.
Okay. I want this morning. I am talking about refinery. I wanted to ask Saheed, what of the modular refinery that those state government built, and they were not giving crude to refine? Why? I don't know. And Imo State have one also. So how does this encourage the building of modular refinery? Because we need all this modular refinery to also help the nation at this time. So my question is, why is it that those refineries are not functioning now? Now we need them. That's my question. Please, I want Saheed Fuhad to answer that question.
All right then. Hello, good morning to you. Hello. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning to you.
What is my name?
Okay, nice to have you. Go on, please.
You see, regarding the CJ and the Chief Justice, look, the propaganda that supporters of Labour Party's candidate has been flying across since the election time was to blackmail the Supreme Court, so that they think that by blackmailing the Supreme Court judge that it will help them. It will not help them, because the judges of the Supreme Court will not listen to emotions. That's why they are blackmailing the Supreme Court, just of the Supreme Court. It will not help the Labour Party or PDP anyway. And regarding the Form 12 price, look, for 16 years, PDP under former President Obasanjo and Jonathan messed up the whole thing with electricity, everything. He just really Even Labour Party was part of PDP. They messed the whole thing up. So the reason we don't have reliable energy today is because of PDP 16 years. So we should take care with this government. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you very much for your call. So regarding the Edo refinery, they actually are functional. In fact, they have hit 300,000 barrels crude oil order, which means that crude oil is actually being supplied to them. I was trying to verify when you made the statement that why are they not being supplied crude oil. Well, reports very much contradict that notion. They actually have access to crude oil, and they have begun production, I believe, since about 2 months ago. And so they had an initial 200,000 barrels per day from the Edo refinery and petrochemical company, and they operate at a 6,000 barrel per day facility in Ikpoba Oha local government area of the state. So the modular refinery in Edo State is very, very functional, and they have not complained about being unable to access crude oil. So I accept I misunderstood you. If you would like to call back and explain yourself, but what the notion you pushed is inaccurate. Thank you for calling. Hello. Hello, good morning. We can barely hear a word you're saying. Okay, please try to call us back if you can. We can barely hear you. Hello. Okay, just try to call us back, all right? Hello, good morning to you. Why are we on hold? Hello. Okay, I don't know if it's the phone lines, I don't know if it's the callers, but then we're having a little problem with the phone lines. I'll try to take another phone call. If we have that hassle, I might need to go to WhatsApp until we're able to resolve it. All right. Hello.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
All right. Good morning to you, sir.
This is Timothy calling you from Ojo.
Welcome.
Someone was saying he went to it's affecting everyone throughout their tenure. Since we are okay, the APC in power, you can see how everything $850 something there. How do we sustain this kind of economy? How do you expect Nigeria to survive? And if you allow these people to stay, before the 4 years of Tinubu, many people will drop dead. That's just the truth. Because for people to feed now, it's something critical. So many people, so many families cannot eat 2 square meals. They want to talk of 3 square meals. And I don't know how these people are handling the economy. This is the major thing that is affecting the people. It's not about who wants to retain power, this and that. People are suffering. Let them address this thing critically before it gets out of hand. Because if you get to a stage, more than answers will happen. Are you with me?
Please go ahead.
But that's well.
All right.
Is it not what they ask for? You ask for power. The poor people, have they committed crime or sin to come back with somebody? You want $40 billion. Google is your friend. Go and check it every year. $40 billion. What do we benefit from this government? No road, no job, poverty, increase of everything. And we are saying we should be patient. Patient for what? You seek for power. Now you have the power. What do you do with the power? You kill us. God is looking for you. One day you will come after them. That is what I want to say.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Sage and Fuhad.
Yeah. Good morning to you.
This is Fuhad.
Yes. Nice to have you, sir.
Yeah, I think if I'm to vote, I will vote Mainland FM as one of the best radio stations in the world. Especially when you, Chandra, and my good friend Fuhad are in the studio. You people are fantastic, and God will bless you more.
Amen. Thank you, sir.
You know me very, very well. Fuhad doesn't know me much. But you know, I've always stood to say that when truth is not gauged, when credibility is no longer there, when foundation is wrong, there's nothing you can do. Let me talk about the judiciary. I am not saying that there was a conversation between the president and the CGN. I'm not saying that. I'm not also saying that there was nothing like that. But when credibility is missing, that is what you get. Until they force themselves, the judiciary, until they do sanity into our democracy,
we'll be hearing all sorts of rumors and the anger. On the issue of politics, we have said it time and again. What we need is not money. What yesterday said, we did not ask them questions when they were telling us they were going to remove the subsidy. Even though we did not ask, even before I do think they would have told us the truth. You know, they have said it. Politicians are liars. They don't tell the truth. So now they are on stage. Make Nigerians breathe. We are panting. We are bleeding. News, almost everywhere. But God will help us. Have a nice day.
And have a fantastic one. Hello.
Hello, Babalola.
Good morning to you.
That one.
Very well, thank you, sir. Good morning.
My name is Miss Wise. Greeting you from my ward office. I'm waiting for Ma Siobioa to conclude before I come in.
All right.
Ma, you see, this morning, number one, that is Mimoma. I mean, what's her name said?
Misoma.
At age of 19, committing the offense, if they take out your call after confession, they will jail her 20 or 21 years. But I want to appeal to Nigerian government to jump to sample justice with Nazis by taking her to court and plead for just 3 years in prison for her. Because if you fail to punish someone who commit this type of offense, you have saw the result of the death that it cost 360. Before she go for 362. 249. It's enough for you to get admission to any university in the country. Why she goes to different quota, what they did, and after they defend, he was arguing on Facebook that I don't see. Our father was supporting her. What I'm talking about? He said, after all, the politicians, they do this, they do that. So anyone they caught, it must be funny. This guy now, instead of 21, they should give her 3 years to play, not to pay back from Afro jump or anything for the next 3 years. He's going to face the music. He's an adult. 13 years of age. But for that, second, finally today. This first time, this year, they released 1.20 trillion for state and federal government. It means subsidy removal is bringing something good out, but how are they going to spend the money? The money goes to the state, to the local government, to the federal. They should tackle our roads, tackle our electricity, tackle our education. With money in a way that Nigeria will see what we are suffering for. My dearest Babalola, let me stop here because bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, sir. Your name, where you're calling from?
This is Madam Isi.
All right. Good morning to you, ma'am.
I want to talk about this trekking. That I'm in Lagos, so let me use Lagos as an example. People are trekking. In fact, come and see trekking. I saw them on the Facebook. Why don't the president bring in these buses? Over the weekend, there's these buses that was trending that, pick 60 passengers, like Marco Polo buses, that they can use it to do transportation. Instead of giving us 8,000 or giving themselves 8,000, because I know it will not reach me. I don't use it to buy buses. When I calculated the number of buses that time that kind of money can buy, a state will have about 221 units of it. When you pay it in the states like that, when you pay transport to be going to work, in reduced price, nobody will be shouting about your administration. If you do something very fast, particularly in a place like Lagos, Port Harcourt, which are the rural
city for business. Bring it. All those boys, children and people that I saw trekking yesterday at Computer Village. Don't call for. If I want to do exercise, I want to do it on my own. Not government forcing me to do what I don't want to do. You know? If you do it, bringing it within the next 1 week, we should flood the Lagos with transportation. That's the main thing now. And for the method, girl, all of us have students. We even have students that commit more crime than that girl. People have been doing it. Is it because she was caught? She has come out. The government of Anambra State is even, not happy with her. They have come to apologize, sending her to jail. And I don't think that girl is up to 19 years because what she first said before, they said she was 16. I know to tell me that they can do and undo. So, forgive and let her move on. She has a beautiful picture of her life. We shouldn't start jailing a young girl like that.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. Let's go back to taking messages now. WhatsApp. Good morning, Sage and Fuhad. It's very obvious now that this present National Assembly is a plastic stamp, much worse than the previous rubber stamp assembly. Honestly, our leaders are the bedrock of our problems in this country. Only God knows when the poor will enjoy this country. We keep dealing with ugly issues every time. Are we under a spell in the country? Or probably some unscrupulous politicians are conspiring against the people of the country. Millions of Nigerians have joined the Truckers Association of Nigeria due to fuel hike. People are suffering and living in pains and agonies. Let the government build refineries and open the borders to let the poor breathe. Babalola from Alaba. Thank you for your message. Hello, Mainland FM. Do you know the stronghold of any nation is the SME and their businesses? This government needs to support SMEs businesses because they employ millions of people, even more than the federal government job. This government lacks wisdom, and that is why they are confused and they do not know what to do. They want power, and now that they have power, they think they can use it to confuse people by inflicting poverty on the nation. God forbid, one day we will claim our country back. Big Dan from Igondo, Lagos. Thank you very much. Good morning, Mainland FM crew. So it has to take the directive of the House of Reps member to stop agencies from destroying vessels caught stealing crude oil. Wow, Nigeria doesn't surprise me anymore. For NNPCL claiming market forces are the cause of the recent hike in the price of petrol, these same market forces have never made us buy fuel at a cheap price or when fuel is cheap at international market. Nigeria doesn't partake in the goodies. Najana Cruz. Jacob Koo from Bariga sends that particular message. Thank you very much. Another one here. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. My name is Victor from Shomolu. There is fire on the mountain. The state of the nation we are in is determined by few Nigerians who have been in government and are being recycled into government and have nothing to offer. Please can someone tell us what is the cost of putting a working modular refinery on board? Corruption has eaten deep into the system and nobody is ready to fight it. Who did we offend? Thank you. Good morning, Mainland FM. This government has always taken the citizens for a fool. Every day we keep talking like a mother drum. Since Buhari had his way and nothing happened, then I see no reason why the present president will not do worse and nothing will happen still. Politicians are like parasites. We should somehow find a solution for Nigeria. Chuka from Fadei. Thank you very much. Let me take 2 more messages and go back to the phone lines. Alleged President Tinubu and CGN phone conversation is not surprising to me because the statement made by his counsel, Chief Wole Olanipekun, over anarchy. The truth of the matter is that there is no smoke without fire, and they have to be very careful at this time because any further bubuyaya can be regrettable. Chika Pende from Treadfair. All right, let me take 1 more message so I can go back to taking phone calls. All right, please be patient. We have one here. Good morning, Mainland FM. This is Joshua from Ebute Meta. I didn't want to say your first name wrong. It's one thing for President Tinubu to have a plan. It's another thing when the plan is frustrated. If you plant a seed in between rocks, don't expect it to grow as those you have planted in the field. President Tinubu has plans just like Buhari did, but the unscrupulous elements around him will not allow these great plans to work. As for NNPC, they are only trying to frustrate the government to bring back subsidy. What you are seeing them do in the market today is just to protest the removal. On the statement by President Tinubu that he would start from where Buhari stopped, It is only a political statement. What were people expecting him to say? He should have fought Buhari? That's a question. Thank you very much, Joshua from Ebute Meta. 0913-6000-4104 for phone lines, and for WhatsApp text messages, the number is 0913-6000-430. Facebook, YouTube, we're streaming live, Mainland 98.3 FM, and on Twitter at Mainland FM. This is Open Mic Thursday on Mainland 98.3 FM. For Mainland Focus is Open Mic Thursday, so you can talk about just about anything that you like. Let's go back to taking contributions over the phone. Hello. You're live. Good morning to you. Okay, you might want to call us back. I don't know if that is from your end or from ours, but please make it back. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning, madam.
Yes, good morning to
Please,
you.
I'm Edward calling from Sango.
All right.
Please, on the issue of this subsidy and increasing it to the masses, let government know that the more they are bringing hardship to the masses, it can bring reward. It can bring a very massive reward. Let there be caution and anything that they are doing, because even when we look into the palliative is too minor, very little to compare over 200 million Nigerians. Please, what I also want to advise the media is that let the media submit maybe anything like law guiding them that will warrant all the people in the executive, all the people in the government. Let us want to pray media to address the masses always, because there is some of their ideas that are not favorable. Like all this current one happening now is not favorable at all. So let the media, because we have had enough of talking for the past, and the government are not reacting to it. And thirdly, in terms of APC, APA, every nation knows that APC will not do well at all. Even any child that is in the class that fails 3 or 4 times, I don't think that person group have a right to keep being in power. APC don't have anything to offer to the nation, but only to destroy the nation. Let them examine it very well. And the judiciary also, where they say is the last hope of the masses, let the judiciary know that they are not lovers of the nation. Let them use all their wisdom to correct the evil that is inside this country.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Morning, Sage.
Yes, morning to you.
Thank you. This is from my brother said.
All right, welcome.
Thank you. Do you know my open mic today? Please, they should beg the CGA that this judgment before them, they should do what is needful, because it's like there's a rumor that there's a communication between and the president. It may be rumor and also it may also be truth. So we are begging him, all the people that vote for B, they should give us the justice that everybody will be happy. That is my open mind to you. I appreciate.
Thank you very much. This is our last call for this morning. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Good morning. Good morning, Fuhad.
Good morning to you, sir.
John from Mogba.
Nice to have you.
Is Fuhad there?
He's listening.
Fuhad, you know, yesterday I promised you that I'll be looking for market forces. But all I can see now, when I went out there to search for market, I didn't see market forces. So all I noticed and I saw that was ineptitude. I saw incompetence, non-capability, non-efficiency. That is all I see. If not, how can somebody be telling me that you give me palliative? Palliative is for what? When I'm buying the fuel that I'm buying formally at 2,000, I'm buying it at 9,000 naira plus now to transact my. That's my coal. Are you with me?
I'm with you.
You are not building refineries. You are not making any provisions. Even when you buy buses, I look at people when they talk about buying new buses. When that buses, when wear and tear affect you, what happens? And will you be able to buy another one? For taking into consideration, you borrow this money and taking into consideration you are not productive. And the issue for the increase in fuel price is due to the dictate of forex, dictate of foreign currency increase on that, making the naira the whooping child. What are we saying? They are incompetent, honestly. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much for calling. That's actually our last call for this morning. Most of the interactions we'll be taking now would be via WhatsApp and text messages, as well as the messages that we have on our Facebook platform. So we have messages on here. Hello, Sage. I want to ask you a question. Have we committed a crime or have we sinned against the government? Because this regime is really giving pain to the masses of the country. This regime just came to tax us and cripple the poor, but to enrich the elite. High price in fuel and millions with no job, no food security. Is this a country? My name is Don P from Igodo, Lagos. Thank you very much, Don P from Alaba International. Yesterday, you told us to suggest the nation the way forward. For me, the way forward is to actually to remind the president of his acceptance speech, in which he said on a national news broadcast channel that nobody should pity him concerning the situation he met on ground, because he knows quite well what was on ground before he asked for the job. Let him not leave us on a crossroad. Let him not confuse us, please. God will help us. All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. Good morning, Sage. It's very unfortunate that in Nigeria, we dwell mostly on sentiment. The truth is, no government in power will run effectively without increasing the petroleum pump prices. The CJN should defend his office and integrity jealously. History is there. Noah from Igodo. All right, thank you, Noah. Good morning, Sage and Fuhad. Fuel prices has gone up, and this is the time Ikeja discos suddenly stop giving us light in Mafoluku. I hope they have not been bribed to ensure blackouts so that people will, so the petrol people will make sales. I think that's what you're trying to say. And for those that are saying we should be patient with the new government as they are implementing these policies, how long are we going to be patient for? Is it when hunger has finished all of us in the country? Now for the renewed Shege. Okangwelina for Mark Pulukum. All right. Thank you very much, Okangwelina. Hi, Mainland FM. My open mic is on the comparison of Boko Haram and killer terrorist headmen and bandits to Niger Delta. It's seriously laughable. Niger Delta has been agitating based on lack of inclusion in the benefits of oil taken from their region. The question is, what are the bandits, the Boko Haram and killer headsmen agitating for? These terrorists are the reason why prices of food and scarcity of food is so high in the country. Please, there should not be any amnesty for these terrorists. The final question. I thought they said these terrorists are from other countries. So why are we giving amnesty to foreigners? Sean. Very interesting question, honestly. Thank you very much, Sean. Good morning to you, Sage and Fuhad. My bike was arrested somewhere in Ogun by a personnel of Nigeria police. He said using another state plate number in another state is a crime. Valentin from Ogun State. Okay. We're going to there's an episode, there's a show called People's Right. It happens on Mainland FM every Tuesday from 11:15 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's called People's Right with Omobola Sandra and Okoyemi Akinode. They're probably going to review this using a different plate number in another state. Is that a crime? What does the law say about that? How do you go about the process and everything? You might listen, all right? You can listen. It probably would be a topic that would be reviewed. I'll make sure to relay this to them. But thank you for bringing this to our attention. I'll read one more message and then we can call it a wrap for today's Mainland Focus. Good morning, Babalola and Fuhad. Just like one of your regular callers has suggested that Mesoma should be punished so that others will learn from it. But this same person has been okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's where we're going to have to draw the curtains for today's conversation. Thank you so much for participating. I still see the phone lines buzzing. I know that you all want to say something, but unfortunately time does not permit us to take all the contributions that we're getting. But don't forget that you can still join Okoyemi Akinode on the Situation Room 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Mainland 98.3 FM. That's another opportunity for you to air your grievances or bring to fore matters that are quite important to you. My name is Sage Babalola. 9:45 a.m. we will be back to have a conversation on Global View. This time around, we're not limiting our conversations to just events in the country, but we're extending it to happenings outside Nigeria. Sage is my name once again. This is Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. Please stick around.
Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos.